Hey Ken dolls, and welcome back to another video. So today, as you guys can read from the title below, I will just pretty much be having like a little chit chat with you guys. I recently took to Instagram and I did a poll where pretty much I wanted to know like a series of questions, and they gave me their feedback. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first question that I had asked Instagram was, is a straight man gay for hanging out with an openly gay man? And I was very surprised because I honestly expected more people to say yes, but they didn't. 3% said yes, that a straight man is gay for hanging out with an openly gay man, but 97% said no. So my thoughts on that, like, I definitely think that it's okay to have gay friends. I think that people don't do it often because of the fear of being judged and people just being scared, like, well, if I'm seen with you based on association, that I'm automatically going to be labeled as gay. But I feel like it is up to us to break down those margins and be like, okay, at the end of the day, like, if you guys really think about it, someone judging you or on the outside talking crap about you, are they like putting their hands on you? Are they approaching you? Most of these people that you care so strongly about their opinions, they're not paying your bills. They're not pleasing you sexually. They're not doing anything for you except having an opinion. And you're letting their opinion allow you to move differently towards a person that you actually have a bond with or someone that you actually care about. Think about it. So the next question that I asked was, is it gay if a straight man sleeps in the same bed with a gay man? We're having a sleepover, there's no beds like that, and we end up sleeping in the same bed together. Now, 8% said yes, and 92% said no. Like, once again, I was very shocked because I expected a lot of people to be like, yes, yes, yes. But a lot of people said no. So, personally, like, I feel like at the end of the day, nothing to me is really gay unless there's gay activities being involved. If we're having sex, if we're kissing on each other, okay then. Like, but if we're just super close and you're very confident in your sexuality and we have boundaries and respect for one another, why is it, ask yourself this too, why is it that it's not okay for a gay man and a straight man to sleep in the same bed together, but it's okay for a gay man and a woman to sleep in the bed together? Oh, well, they're not attracted to one another. What if we're not? That's just my friend. He just looks at me as a friend. Like, what's the problem? Like, I really do feel like we have to break down barriers. And like I said, it's societal normality that puts us in these margins because women, it's hot when two women are sleeping in the same bed together. It's hot when two women are kissing one another. But two men, it's like, ew, it's disgusting. You guys are gay. And it's like the double standard and the hypocrisy of how we live and just how we are as people. It's like, we have to stop this because it's getting to a point where it's like, come on. That's why so many people are scared to come out. They're scared to be who they are. They're scared to live their truth because they're afraid I'm going to be judged. Okay, so the third question that I asked was, is a man gay if he has sex with another man, but afterward he feels like this isn't for me and he never does it again? Now, 29% said yes. Okay, now the numbers were a little bigger this time. And 71% said no. So, listen, I personally feel like I'm going to agree with the 71% only because I feel like for you to even go that far and have sex with another man or do something with him, I feel like there was something there from the jump that you knew you had an attraction towards men. You knew that there was something captivating about about a man, and that women they didn't just solely have your attention. So then after you have sex with the man, after your curiosity, now you're like, okay, I only like women again. I'm like, something about that just throws me off, and I could be wrong. But I feel like when you see another man, what if you're like, he handsome too? Or like, you know? Does it ever really go away that you're like, it wasn't for me, it made me uncomfortable, and now it's not for me? Or is it just that you still have the thoughts, you just choose not to act on it? Sound off below, because I would love to hear everyone's thoughts on this as well. Okay, the next question that I asked was, is sex important in a relationship when dealing with someone? And I'm honestly, before I respond, I'm gonna read one of my followers' responses, and it was something that really made sense, and I feel like I immediately connected with, because a lot of my followers were saying, yes, like, sex is very important. If we don't have sex, I don't know what we have. And it just was really blowing my mind, because I'm like, sex should not be at the forefront of your relationship. Sex should be something that I feel like is important. Don't get me wrong. Sex should be important, honey. We need to be okay. But listen, I feel like it shouldn't be the forefront. So let me go ahead and read you what one of my followers said. Sex blocks you from falling in love with your significant other. People be in love with sex and not other people. So for me, sex comes last, but still has a light importance to the relationship. That was something that was like, whoa. Because yes, sex, sometimes if you notice, why doesn't relationships work out? Because all we do is have sex. When you're done having sex, there's no other substance. There's arguments that occur now. We don't really get along. We don't know what we have in common, because instead of really getting to know one another and trying to see where each other's heads are at, and like, do I actually like you? Do I like spending time with you? Let's go on a hike. Do I enjoy doing the simple things with you, or do you get on my nerves? But how do we know that if from the jump, all our relationship was ever based on was sexual encounters? And once all that is over, what are we left with? So I just feel like that was such a beautiful response, and you know who you are. Thank you so much for sounding off. So yeah, next question. Next question that I had asked was, what is something that you've never told your parents? And when I got this response, it really touched my heart, because I know completely how it feels to be scared and anxious and wanting to be you and live your truth. So someone said that I'm bisexual, and they had never told their parents this. And I was very honored to even have them sound off and tell me, because it's such a difficult thing. And this was a guy that actually said this. And I said, I know that this is difficult, and I don't know if you are considering coming out. Being who you are is such a beautiful thing, and I know it can be hard because of people's potential judgment, but most who sound off are insecure/curious themselves. Live your truth. More people will love you for who you are rather than who you are pretending to be. And this is very significant to me because of the fact that when you are just truly like being who you are, people see that. And when you're pretending to be someone, people see that. When I was in middle school and high school, I always pretended to be someone else, because I was honestly really scared to come out. I was scared of judgment. I was scared to lose people, my mother most importantly. I was really scared that like everyone would turn on me. And I was already being called the F word. I was already being bullied. So it just made it even more difficult to be like, this is who I am, seeing like I'm not even owning who I am and I'm being bullied. So I completely understand how difficult it is. But after a while, you have to get to a place in your life where that doesn't matter anymore. And you're like, you know what? This is who I am, and either you're gonna love me for it or you can leave. Like, I'm not stopping you. The door is wide open, because you have to get to a place where you love you more than anything and you come first. Yes, we all want to please our parents. Yes, we all want to please our friends. But if you're really my friend, you'll accept me for me, the real me. And if you're my parent, I know it's difficult because of the fact that parents, they have an idea for us. And parents, y'all gotta stop pushing your agenda on your children. Let your children be free and live their lives. Now, of course, there are boundaries. There are rules that should be set in your household. But at the same time, I feel like you should allow your child to be them and one day be comfortable enough to communicate with you. Because let me tell you something, parents. Regardless, your child will do what they want to do, even if it's behind your back. And I don't know about you, but I know that I would rather have my child be completely transparent with me and we get through it, even if it's hard. I would rather us get through it rather than them going out there bumping their heads in the world versus them having a support team backing them. Now, one of my previous questions that I had asked were the gay questions about, like, is it gay if a man sleeps in the same bed together, or is it gay if a man has a friend, or like, you know, openly has like a straight friend and whatever. And another person sounded off, and like I said, I had a lot of people to sound off, but these responses in particular just really stood out to me. So here's one of my followers' response, and I'm gonna read it to you. The guy said, WTF, this is the dumbest I've ever heard. People really need to change the way they think and look at sexuality. If you're comfortable in your skin and know who you are, then you can hang out with anyone regardless of what they choose their sexual preferences to be. This one, once again, this was a guy that sounded off, and he is a heterosexual male. I was so shocked. But at the end of the day, I was so proud, because we need more men like this in the world to stand up and fight. Because if you're really confident in yourself, you shouldn't have a problem with, like, that's my gay friend. Now, if you're questioning yourself or you're uncomfortable, which most of the time that's what it is, that men will be so like, bruh, get out of here, because they really are attracted to you. And they're scared. They're like, why am I attracted to him? I'm not supposed to be, but I am. So their only way to respond is with a defense mechanism of saying, get up out of here, you're gay, I don't want to. But in all reality, someone is super confident with themselves and comfortable in their own skin. Hey dude, what's up? They'll let it be known and set boundaries of, hey, like, I'm straight, I would appreciate it if you didn't, you know, attempt anything. But other than that, we could be pals, you know? Hey, and with that being said, you guys, like I keep saying, and I will continue to say, we have to get better with breaking down the societal normality margins that we have been put in, and love everyone for who they are, accept everyone for who they are. We all come in different sizes, shapes, nationalities, races, and that is okay, because what makes us so special and unique is the fact that we are all different. If we all were the same, if we all looked alike, if we all act alike, the world would be so boring. Imagine the friends you have. What they bring to the table. That this friend is funny. This friend is outgoing. This friend is a fashionista. But imagine if we all were fashionistas. Yeah, it would be cute, but at the end of the day, what makes us friends and what made you fall in love with that person from the beginning was how different they were from you. So with that being said, I really hope that this video helps someone. I really hope that you guys learn to love and spread positivity and continue to focus on the bigger picture, in that we all need one another. We can't live this life alone. So let's take out gender roles. Let's take out someone's sexuality and their sexual preferences, and just love people for who they are. If you like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. I love you so much. Thank you for watching until the end if you are still here.